Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. It's been so long. We've been just incredibly busy here and I am so sorry, but we are going to get through 90 Day Fiancé the other way. The last couple of shows before they took their break, which is now over because I'm very slow. So, please like, share, subscribe if you want to. Leave me a comment, just something nice, please. Not, where have you been? Okay, so we go to South Korea where Devin and Jahoon are having a 100-day birthday party for little Taeyoung. Many babies used to die before they reached their 100th day of life, so this is a really big celebration. I think it ranks right up there with probably their very first birthday, really big party. So he takes the kids out, Drusilla and Tay, and they go for a walk while Devin cooks with Mom. Now, cooking is a very Asian tradition of bonding, okay? You take it very seriously, okay? So Devin has her translator, and Mom says, chop this stuff. So Devin's just over there, like, roadkill stew or something. I don't know. Mom isn't real pleased with it. Devin says Mom treats her like a dimwit. Well, Devin, if you were my daughter-in-law, I'd be treating you like a dimwit too, because you pretty much have shown us all that you are. Okay, so Mom says, people eat with their eyes, which is very true. I mean, even if you go in a restaurant, you order something and it has to look appealing. You're not going to pay for it if it looks like, a 5-year-old just threw some stuff on a plate. Okay, and Devin says it doesn't matter. It all tastes the same. So, right there, argument. Finally, Mom says, just say hello and thank you. That's all you need to do. I'm not going to expect any more from you because you can't deliver. Okay? So, Devin says she just wants to enjoy the party. So, we'll see how it goes. Now, to Ethiopia with Ari and Biniam. Now, Mom's going home, finally. But she plans on coming back and bringing baby stuff, which is probably good because they don't have much. They don't even have a suitable home, really. Now, last chance, Ari. Do you want to come home? Ari's like, now, I don't want Benny to feel like everyone abandons him. Because he has had this happen. He had a baby with another American citizen who stayed there for a while and got fed up and took the baby and left. So they get to the airport. Mom says, keep positive. Ari doesn't want her to go because she doesn't know anybody there. She doesn't have any friends. Well, she knew that before she got there. So, yeah. So, to our same-sex couple, Kenneth and Armando. They take Kenneth's daughters out for an authentic Mexican meal in a restaurant, which serves head meat. And I don't know what that is exactly unless they boil the head or cook the head of an animal and then just pick the meat off of whatever you happen to get. I don't know. Kenneth doesn't like guacamole, first of all, which is shameful here in a Mexican restaurant. And he's also a germaphobe. Now, poor germaphobe Kenny needs to use the restroom, so he goes to find it, and it is gross. And it is gross, okay? I'm not even a germaphobe, but I'd have to think twice or 3 times. He calls Armando in because the toilet won't flush. Armando doesn't work there for first, but, he says, yeah, you have to, dip water out of a bucket and pour it in until it goes down, and, that's how they flush. His daughter asked if he's okay to stay. Well, somewhere down the line, somebody walks by, says, adios, beep, beep. We don't know what they say. But it's homophobic, okay? So now Kenneth is starting to see Armando's point of, not wanting to be receptive to his PDAs all this time because it's not accepted there. Armando is afraid, that they would be hurt or killed or beat up badly if people thought that, they were any more than working buddies or something, So, because it just isn't done down there. So, we go to Tim and Melissa. The cheese stick. He has to talk to her dad now about his infidelity. Why doesn't this guy just buy a big scarlet A and wear it? Because everybody he meets, he has to tell them about his infidelity. So is he ashamed or is he proud? I'm starting to wonder. Now he's going to go seeking employment. He goes to an employment agency. He does, however, kind of know the language well enough to get around. So he calls for a taxi, and a guy on a motorbike shows up. Now, Cheese Stick is like 6'4", 6'6". Yeah, there's no way. So he sends that guy away and gets a real taxi. Now, the interview is going pretty good. He does know enough to communicate, so he's doing okay. But he needs a work permit, not a visitor permit. And the lady at the employment agency says, the best, quickest way, easiest way for a work permit is to get married. Right now, because of his infidelity, Melissa isn't sure that she sees that happening anytime soon or at all. So that kind of blew that out of the water. So to Jordan and Brittany and Yazan we go. Now they go out. His parents gave them more time to get married, which is really good since she already is married. But they're still fighting. She tags him in a post, and someone in his family went through her social media and found this revealing bikini photo, which is pretty lame considering, by our standards, but in their culture, it's as close to X-rated as you could probably get. So his family, again, is having a fit. And she's leaving it up just to spite them. She voices her opinion, and she invites him to stay with her again, and he declines again. And she says, we have a lot of obstacles. Well, yes, you sure do. He is not this wild, free, easygoing sort of person. He's very conservative. So, you guys are going to have to meet somewhere in the middle if this is going to work. So Devin and Jehoon arrive at the 100-day party. Now, her mom is still mad that he did not run after Drusilla. And were any of you watching the same show I did? Because I saw him take off pretty fast after her when she ran out into the street. They weren't running. He did. But they all dress traditionally, which is really pretty. That's one thing I like about these shows, so much of the culture and just interesting dress and their customs. I just love it. Not that I want to live there, but yeah, I'd like to see it. So, Drusilla looks just adorable in her little traditional outfit, and she finds another little girl there about the same age, and they're running and playing and having a blast. And they meet the extended family, which includes his grandma, Jehoon's grandma. So great-grandma to little Tae-young. Now, she's afraid, Devin's afraid that grandma will not accept them because she is a single mom. But, luckily, and by whatever grace there was, grandma does accept them, and she gives a gift to Tae-young for his birthday, which is cool. So Jehoon's parents say it's nice to see Devin smile because she seldom does, and that is very true. Now, granted, some of it might be because of, him lying to her and playing her and not telling her things. That tends to make one not smile, but she just does not seem to be a very happy person no matter what. So, I don't know. So back to Ari and Benny, our last episode here, our last little segment. She's not feeling good. She's overwhelmed. Mom left. She feels they've lost their communication. She has no friends, and, and being pregnant, those hormones are kicking in too. She feels he doesn't really know her. And they need to get to know each other again. Sweetie, you weren't there that long. You didn't really get to know each other then. You just did the bumpty bump and got pregnant. So, yeah, you have a long ways to go to get to know each other, okay? Now, she had been looking forward to building a life with him. Now she's not so sure. And he asked her not to leave him. Remember, when she first came back, and he had cut his hair, and she was like, oh, wow, I don't know him. um, yeah, you don't know him. But it takes more than just cutting hair to get to know somebody, okay? So take your time, get to know him. You got a child coming and you're there, so you might as well make the best of it, okay? So, anyway, we will get back with the last episode before the break very, very quickly. Bye, all.